Welcome to Serving Michigan. Serving Michigan is a TV program that features organizations and businesses that support Michigan causes. Serving Michigan is brought to you in part by IVP Creative. At IVP, we produce videos for nonprofits, charities, and businesses. We tell positive stories about all the good things our citizens do to help others. And by Trails of Michigan. Hike, bike, and walk. Be active out of doors. Explore a Michigan trail. For most successful athletes, the payoff is inevitable. Work hard, push, and your healthy body will do the rest. But for those with disabilities, the task is doubly difficult.
What they have to go through to accomplish what they accomplish is far more than you or I would have to do the same thing.
These are the people that the Athletes with Disabilities Network is dedicated to serve. ADN offers and supports an array of athletic, recreational, and educational opportunities for the disabled.
So our mission really is to provide people with opportunities that they otherwise wouldn't have, and to give people hope. If you're facing a life-changing injury, you have a choice. You know, you can choose the dark path, or you can choose to go out and be active, and you know, we help people choose that.
This mission grew from the dream of one man, Anthony Philippus Sr. When he was only 12 years old, young Tony lost both legs in an accident. That tragic event and a passion for sport drove Tony's lifelong dedication to the disabled.
My father focused on giving back to the community. He focused on sports because he felt like that made a huge difference in his life. It's really what allowed him to get back in kind of the mainstream.
In 1999, Tony Philippus started the Michigan Athletes with Disabilities Hall of Fame. There is now a National Hall of Fame as well. Each year, the organization recognizes elite athletes who have overcome their disabilities to excel at sport while serving as role models for others. Paralympic champion swimmer Cheryl Angelelli is a perfect example.
It's really great that we can get to people who are newly injured and really show them all of the opportunities that really exist for them.
The opportunities extend well beyond just elite athletes. As a member of the Adaptive Sports Coalition, ADN serves the needs of the disabled in many activities. And then there's ADN's Extremity Games.
Extremity Games is an extreme sports competition for people with limb loss and limb difference. So essentially people with amputations, whether they're congenital or traumatic, and spinal cord injuries.
The games include skateboarding, wakeboarding, rock climbing, kayaking, mountain biking, and powerlifting. And now, there's a separate motocross event. Best of all, for activities in the main event, there is room for beginners, with expert instructors on hand. In addition to all this, ADN does outreach to schools to help others understand the challenges of the disabled. And finally, ADN supports a college scholarship program for disabled students and those who study in related fields.
And I would definitely encourage athletes, corporate sponsors, family members, anyone really to get on the website, to look around, and to come and be a part of our community.
Cheryl Angelelli glides effortlessly through a pool, but that athletic ease belies a tragic episode that changed her life.
I had a spinal cord injury when I was 14 years old. I was a competitive swimmer, and our coach had us doing a new racing dive, and he tied a rope in front of the starting blocks, and when I jumped over the rope, I didn't clear it, and I came down and I hit my head at the bottom of the pool and broke my neck.
At that moment, Cheryl Angelelli's dreams of becoming an Olympian were gone forever.
And I just remember laying on the side of the pool and waiting for the ambulance to get there, and no one had to tell me. I just knew that I was paralyzed.
From that day forward, Cheryl was a quadriplegic. But the accident had taken more than a physical toll. There was an emotional cost as well.
It was a very difficult adjustment. I went from being an athlete who basically had a very healthy body that could do anything to almost feeling like I was trapped in a wheelchair, that my body wasn't able to do all the things that I was able to do before.
Cheryl now faced an uncertain future, and the need to go through an emotional healing process.
I always tell people it's kind of like going through the process of dealing with a death. When I had my spinal cord injury, you go through the different stages of anger, denial, bitterness, and then finally to acceptance.
Acceptance helped Cheryl move forward with her life. She worked as a freelance journalist and was assigned to cover the 1996 Paralympic Games in Atlanta. There, acceptance became an awakening.
It really just opened my eyes to this whole world of opportunity that existed for elite athletes with disabilities. And by the time I left, I made a goal that when the next Paralympic Games came around, I was going to be on that team.
Cheryl embarked on a tough training regime that included weight training to improve her very limited arm strength. She was in the pool 3 or 4 times a week, learning, as she put it, to swim in a completely different body. By the time the 2000 Paralympics rolled around, Cheryl was one of the top 5 disabled swimmers in the world, and she made the Paralympic team.
I could have not gotten through this accident without the support and love of my family. And then in the next phase of my life, in my athletics, my family's also been a constant source of support, as well as my husband, who I met through Paralympic swimming. In 2000, when I competed on my first Paralympic team.
Cheryl and Sean are partners in life and in the pool. Sean, a swim coach at Oakland University, also coaches Cheryl.
The easiest part of it is how competitive she is. And she just, you play a game of Scrabble whether you better bring a helmet, because it's just, that's the way she is.
And that competitive spirit has prevailed. Cheryl holds 15 American records, 3 world records, and is a 7-time world champion.
Having the opportunity to coach her from 2001 to today and watch the progression and see the things that she's been able to do as she gets older. You know, all athletes get older, but she just keeps getting better.
In addition to her many medals, Cheryl has won the admiration of younger competitors. Casey Lynn Johnson was a teammate of Cheryl's on the bronze-winning relay team at the 2004 Paralympics.
I guess she's an inspiration, knowing how she got her disability and her braveness to get back in the water. I don't know if I could do that.
I'll never forget at one meet when I won a medal and I gave it to another swimmer. We were at just a local meet, and it meant the world to this little girl. And she, since then, had made a Paralympic team 4 years later, and she told me that the reason that she was on the Paralympic team is because I gave her that medal and encouraged her to keep swimming and to keep reaching her goals. That was an amazing moment. As much as I love winning medals and winning awards, you can't put a price tag on that.
In the year 2000, Cheryl Angelelli was enshrined as a member of the Michigan Athletes with Disabilities Hall of Fame. Her courage and her determination in the face of daunting physical challenges continue to provide inspiration to those whose lives she touches. But characteristically, Cheryl sees it differently.
It's always odd to hear when people come up to me and they say, "Oh, you're such an inspiration," because I'm just living my life. And if me just by living my life can motivate somebody else or inspire somebody else, then that's a great thing. But athletics has been a great way to be able to reach a lot of people with my message. So it's something that I definitely embrace. But for me, I'm just Cheryl, and I'm doing my thing and living my life.
How would you like to join an organization where the only requirement is to make new friends and have a good time? A place where friends and neighbors have fun working together to make their community a better place. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is such a place. BPOE is the oldest fraternal organization in America. 2,000 lodges serving our veterans, providing scholarships for deserving students, and initiating drug-free programs for children. In Michigan, there are 62 Elks Lodges serving their local communities with a variety of events and fundraisers. It's likely there is an Elks Lodge near you, so join us. You may already know some of the members, and if not, we are certain you will make new friends.
The majority of people probably join the Elks for the social aspect. I joined to meet people. We had lived in Howell for about a year, but we both worked out of town and it was hard to get to meet anybody.
The friendships that you build, the camaraderie that you make between each other, the support that you give to each other, you can't find that in many places.
We also have a big crowd on Friday nights, like as of tonight. So you get to meet many people, you get a chance to talk to them.
I felt very comfortable going in there. It was kind of like the old Cheers type place that you go in, everybody knows your name.
When I joined the Bay City Elks some 42 years ago, I joined because my dad said it was the best prime rib north of Detroit.
The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks also means the best people on earth. And although they became members to make new friends and socialize, they quickly realized the rewards of benevolence and generosity to those less fortunate.
Our country is what it is because of our veterans, and whatever we can actually do to help them, we do. I mean, current and past veterans. Picnics, Adopt a Vet program, we're in hospitals, that don't have any family left. I mean, we have people that actually adopt the veterans and make sure they get a birthday card, and we come over and, spend time with them and actually let them know that somebody still cares.
The major project that the Michigan Elks focus on is our Special Needs Children's Program. We focus on the child and what that child may need to have a happy and productive life. We provide a lot of assistance with summer camps, sending them to special camps during the summer. We have speech camps, physical therapy camps, diabetes camps, juvenile diabetes, juvenile arthritis. We focus on even special camps that are at some of the different cities throughout the state.
One of our biggest camps that we send people to is Bay Cliff Health Camp up in Big Bay, north of Marquette. Well, they go there for 7 weeks, and they go there with the clothes on their back. That's it. Everything else is supplied.
The last time that I was up there, I sat down with a young boy, he's probably 13, 14 years old, and I asked him what his best part about camp was going to be this year, and he told me that, he says, I'm walking out that gate without my crutches.
The Gold Key program is unique to the state of Michigan. No other state is offering this scholarship. It is a scholarship for special needs kids for post-secondary education, whether they go to a vocational school, a trade school, junior college, or continue on for a 4-year education.
Certainly the Hoop Shoot is one of the premier featured programs that the Elks have nationally and also in the state of Michigan. We try to promote it within the school systems, within churches, youth group organizations, Boy Scouts, to get local participation with the kids. We use it to promote sportsmanship. We do drug awareness with it, and we promote Americanism.
So what is the criteria for becoming a member of the Benevolent Order of Elks?
Of course, you have to be an American citizen. We are American, and that is the #1 criteria. You have to be 21 years old, and you have to have a heart. I mean, because our motto is Elks Care and Elks Share. You have to have a heart and want to actually help others in your community.
But like with any fraternal or benevolent organization, you get back out of it exactly what you put into it. And although there's a lot of work involved in the benevolent end of it, we have so much fun doing it. It is so rewarding. We get back tenfold of whatever we put into it.
By staying physically and mentally fit, you will lose weight, strengthen your heart, lower your blood pressure, and decrease your stress. In fact, exercise of any kind, such as hiking, biking, or walking in an outdoor setting, has many health benefits. Studies show that when you're active out of doors, you tend to stay out longer, the time passes more quickly, and you're having a lot of fun. And at Trails of Michigan, we agree. Michigan boasts of more trails than anywhere in America, from the Detroit metro area to the shores of Lake Superior. So it's likely there's a trail near your community that's just right for you. The Surgeon General lists many health benefits to moderate exercise. And what better way than to explore a Michigan trail? Believe me, you'll be revitalized. The Paint Creek Trail stretches nearly 9 miles in northeast Oakland County between Rochester and Lake Orion. The Paint Creek Trail was the first rail-to-trail in the state of Michigan, converted from the former Penn Central Railroad. Now it's a multi-purpose trail with plenty of scenic bike riding, hiking, and running for everyone.
We have everything from young couples pushing the baby carriage, the kind that's made for running now, all the way up to people my age and older who are walking. We have a lot of very serious runners that come out here and train.
Whether you're a serious runner, a walker, or a bike rider, the Paint Creek Trail is accommodating because it's mostly flat with a fairly hard-packed, well-maintained limestone surface. The crushed limestone makes it easy for physical activity and also helps the trail maintain its natural feel while blending in with the environment. In this environment, you are surrounded by a tranquil wilderness nourished by the Paint Creek. And chances are that by walking or biking in this natural setting, you will tend to stay out a little bit longer. If you bike at a leisurely pace for the full length of the trail, both ways, you would burn about 1,200 calories. If you walked about an hour, you would burn 450. If you're a jogger, then you would burn nearly 600 calories an hour. There are several bridges that cross the creek as it meanders back and forth along your route.
I think the beauty and the serenity of this one, I've been on a few other trails throughout Michigan, and you're out here and you're 20 miles, 25 miles from Detroit, large metropolitan area, but you think you are in far northern Michigan or the Upper Peninsula. The trail runs right along the Paint Creek. It's got multiple crossings over the Paint Creek, and it's magnificent.
It is likely that on your journey you will encounter anglers trying their luck in this cool, clear creek. Along the trail there are waypoints with benches where you can stop and take a breather and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Paint Creek Trail. The Paint Creek Trail crosses roads in several places, but they are well marked for your convenience and safety. There's also parking at these crossing points.
There's parking at every crossing. Some have just 4 or 5 spaces, some have 15. The beginning is a very large parking area because of being the park, and at the end it ends near a commercial zone. There's a lot of parking at that too, and at the halfway point at Gallagher Road, tremendous number of parking spaces there also.
On June 1, 2006, the Paint Creek Trail was named a National Recreation Center by the United States Department of Interior. This means that the Paint Creek Trail is an exemplary trail of local and regional significance. That provides for numerous outdoor recreational activity. So visit the Paint Creek Trail, a nearly 9-mile-long experience for outdoor activity and for your health. Abuses and parental neglect are a major reason there are 13,000 foster kids in Michigan. Many have never known what it's like to eat a healthy meal every day, or sleep in a warm bed, or even wear clean clothes that actually fit. They've never had someone help them with their homework, encourage them to try something new, nor compliment them on a job well done. Foster care kids are like any other child except for one difference. They have suffered trauma and loss through no fault of their own.
The number of children in single-family homes has really skyrocketed. 54% of all the births are to single moms. 60+% do not live with their parents. So there's really an epidemic of children needing housing.
But there is hope because the Michigan Knights of Columbus, a major supporter of Holy Cross Children's Services since 1948, is launching a program to find loving homes and families for these neglected children. It's called One Child, One Family, One Counsel.
Holy Cross and the Knights of Columbus have come up with the idea of all the councils we have in Michigan, there's some 425 and we're growing every day, that if we could get one family in each council to foster one child, the goal is 400 in the next 2 years. It will benefit society much better than going into a home type situation.
So the partnership with Holy Cross, co-workers, responding to Knights of Columbus when a family offers to be a foster parent. We have the co-workers, the training programs, the support systems necessary for these families.
The Knights getting behind it is exciting to me because you get one out of your council who is willing to be able to take in a child and foster and then potentially go for permanence and adoption with them, then the rest of the council can get behind them and support them and help them out.
There is a need for foster parents, and you can become one. If you have compassion and a safe, loving home, then you already possess what they need most: support, guidance, encouragement, and stability.
We've just provided, guidelines that they know what we expect of them. On the other hand, though, we give them a lot of love as well. Just as much structure as we provide, I hope they would feel like we give them just as much love and caring. For example, with our oldest foster daughter right now, we spend a lot of time with her doing homework, and she's told us that she's never had that in the past. We expect her to do well in school. We know she has the potential, so that's what we tell her all the time. We know you have the potential to do this, but we're willing to spend the time to do it. Some nights we may sit at the table, for a couple of hours doing homework with her, but that's okay.
We were able to give of ourselves, of our time and our resources, and we were able to help just this one kid being able to make it in life and let him know that he's loved, let him know that God loves him, and let him know that there's hope for his future, and we can help.
We have found it to be very rewarding. They become part of our family, and we feel like we've helped give them some tools to be successful in life. And that's always been our goal, is that we just want to help them have a good experience, something that they can look back on and remember, and tools that they can take with them.
If you would like more information about the One Child, One Family, One Council foster care program, or find out how you can become a foster parent, log into the Holy Cross website and then click on Become a Foster Parent. Contact one of our foster care offices or contact a Knights of Columbus council in your area.
If you've never thought about it, think about it. Perhaps call us or talk to someone who is a foster parent, and they will assure you it's just probably the most wonderful experience you can have to be a parent to a child.
As a member of Kiwanis, you can do great things for children and your community. Make friends, network, and have fun. For Kiwanis, it's all about the children. You can help improve the quality of life for elementary school students, tweens, and teens, and you can empower them to make an impact through service and leadership. But Kiwanians are also about making friends and getting to know people in their local community. So if you want to connect with others and you want to get involved in projects that change lives, then your local Kiwanis is the right place for you.
What they stood for, helping the community, helping one child at a time, and just helping to build the surrounding area was definitely what I was looking to be a part of. So
it is a lot of fun. You get involved with the same people. You get to know the people very well. I mean, our club is a pretty large club. We have over 90 members, and you just form relationships and bonds with these people that'll last a lifetime because you're doing things in the community, doing good things together.
I have a girlfriend that is really interested in Kiwanis, and she is a young mom with children, and I have children myself, and so Kiwanis is so nice because it's a service organization that allows your children to get involved with you. So oftentimes when I do some of the different events like packaging or picking up trash or going to different events, I'll bring Ethan along with me.
From a business standpoint, I think Kiwanis is fantastic out there. I didn't join it for the business standpoint, but it has benefited me a great deal out there because you meet so many great people, not just through your fellow members who are local professionals, top professionals in the area. It's a great way to network, but it's an even better way to make a difference.
Kiwanis is home to the largest youth services program in the world. In Michigan, 160 local clubs focus on children of all ages to help them build confidence and leadership skills and help them understand the value of community service.
The Kiwanis family is really vast. It's a large family. We're international, we're everywhere. But even within our local communities, we've got elementary level with the K Kids, we've got middle school level with the Builders Club, we've got high school with the Key Club, we've got college with the CKI, and even beyond that, we've got the Action Club, which is for adults with disabilities, and we're able to allow them to lead a club, and everyone has an innate need to be able to give back, no matter what their level of ability is, and Kiwanis gives everyone the opportunity to participate in that giving back.
A chili cook-off to raise money for youth-oriented activities is a fun way of giving back. Here, local friends, vendors, businesses, and kids compete for the best tasting chili. Bike rodeos to promote bike safety are a very popular way of giving back to the community.
We do it every year. We give away 400 to 500 helmets to children in the community. No cost to them. It's just through the fundraising that we do. We offer it. We do a lot of other safety events as part of that event. I mean, we bring in the local fire department, the local police department.
They're at the bicycle rodeo and you're grilling hot dogs for the kids and they're loving them out there, or you're painting faces, or to have Big Don making balloons out there for the kids. That's a lot of fun as well.
Kiwanis supports Kids Against Hunger, where adults and children package nutritious food to feed those in need around the world. As a member of Kiwanis, there are no limits to how you can give back to your community. If you have new ideas and you would like to see those ideas take action, then attend a local Kiwanis meeting.
If you're not a member of Kiwanis and you have an idea about how to help children out, help your community out, by joining Kiwanis, most clubs will allow you to present those ideas to them and quite frankly adopt some of those things, so your passion for what you want to focus on can become a passion and a project for that individual club.
You can make your community a better place, do great things for children, make friends, network, and have fun at the same time by becoming a member of Kiwanis. It's easy. Simply contact your local Kiwanis club to receive a personal guest invitation.
I think Kiwanis is a great organization. I think the youth should want to be involved because it's a chance to make a difference. It's a chance for us to sort of leave our footprints on life and do something that's going to make a difference. And we have so much youthful energy we should be using for something good.
Thank you for watching Serving Michigan. Serving Michigan is a TV program that features organizations and businesses that support Michigan causes. Serving Michigan was brought to you in part by IVP Creative. We produce videos for nonprofits, charities, and businesses.